I wanted to talk today about piercing your child's ears. That's obviously a very personal decision if you want to make that for your child. But there seems to be a parental misconception that if you pierce your child's ears early on, then they'll leave them alone. Well, that's actually not true. And a personal anecdote was a friend of mine pierced her daughter's ears, I believe when she was 6 months, thinking that she would then leave them alone. And one day when her child was a year old, she heard her choking on the monitor and she ran up to check on her. Her daughter was fine, but she realized she was missing an earring. And after looking everywhere in the crib and not being able to find it, she actually called her pediatrician and had to take the child to the emergency room. Well, the long and the short of it is that the child had actually choked on the earring, and the earring was caught in her trachea, and she literally had to have general anesthesia to have a bronchoscopy to remove that earring. So having gone through that with my friend, I've never been a fan of pierced ears in young children, and I really believe that it's much better to wait until a child is old enough to understand that they should leave their earrings alone. But having said that, I read something very interesting recently from a plastic surgeon who said your earlobes don't reach their full size until age 7. And if you pierce your ears before that, you run the risk of actually having the piercing be too low on the ear or too high on the ear, depending on how the lobe grows. So my suggestion is, if you do want to pierce your child's ears, you should think about these considerations.